In the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Keep it up, guys. Check 52. Slam. He's coming.
Two jet bombers. Two jet bombers.
Watch that.
Gun.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. Do. 57. Mike, 57. Come, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Orbit.
57. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Last 50.
Under 10. 10. Kill.
Hey, flipper.
Hey, turn it up. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the safety creep. Safe. Alert flare.
Wait that.
On 2nd down, Cook stripped. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Watch the slant.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Let's go, G. Let's go.
Big air, big air, big air.
Through.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Let's go.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
No. Hey, flipper.
Jam. Check three.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yellow. Lucky 50.
57's Mike 57. I'm coming for you. Mine. Tight dog. 49. Take the hunt.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Watch out. Check 50.
Hey, no, easy.
57's the mic.
A first down throw for Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Undercrush.
Lucky 48.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's 57's right. Bandit.
Hey, can.
From the 17, Cousins. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
Bang. Shoot.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The hunt. Ready. 2. Two.
57's the mic. Here we go. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Man, that's trash.
Off the play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Check. Fresno.
Bring up 48. Topper.
57's Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
57. Mike, 57.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
3rd and goal for Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Buka team.
Mike, 54. I know he ain't got it. Check it out.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
The drive starts with C.J. Procise. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike,
190.
Mike, 5-4.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He hits his running back, Procise. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Go ahead.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Can. 61. Matchbox white.
Who that?
Gun.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gun.
Check the car. Check safety. Watch the end.
What's that?
Again, it's Cousins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Irv Smith. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they're going a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 56 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On the ground, it's Cook, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a run with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
57 Mike. 57 Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
57
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go,
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Cousins now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cousins to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Forced out to his left. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. On 1st down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They go play action with Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing his Cousins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Mike 57. All day, punk.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, here we go.
First down, here's Cousins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Right there.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Procise. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
So don't say nothing.
Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.